on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K25 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Sorry about that. Be sure to check out the channel's sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, I left the link in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Guys, I absolutely love their product. It is a phenomenal product. I use it on a daily basis, whether I'm trying to get in a workout, trying to get through my normal day at work, or doing one of these videos, whether it be live streaming, video editing, whatever. Guys, it is a phenomenal product. Left it in the video description. My personal favorite flavor is the mango papaya, which is known as Grandpa's Dentures, but there are so many great flavors to try out there. Guys, before we get the episode started, I want to plug a couple things that are going on in this channel, starting with this particular series, the WWE 2K25 MyGM mode. Having a lot of fun with it, 5 episodes deep. We're going to try and go for 3 seasons. If I do not feel like we are not going to make all 3 seasons, we will cut it off at season 2. But I feel like we have a really great roster built on our hands. This is going to be the go-home show to the pay-per-view, and there's a little bit of a twist with the pay-per-view that you'll see at the end of the video, so stick around, make sure you check it out. Guys, the other series that I want to plug is the NBA 2K25 Philadelphia 76ers My League. Now, we currently just beat Brooklyn in a massacre, and we are up 1-0 on the series. I will leave the list post in the top right-hand corner right here. Having a lot of fun with it. But dropping content just about on the daily basis on this channel. But Sundays is my days. We watch NASCAR, all that stuff. So, make sure you guys are keeping up with the content. Guys, we're going to get this episode started and get this show on the road. As you guys can see, Io Sky taking on Nia Jax in the opener. Braun Breaker taking on Intercontinental Champion Damian Priest in a non-title matchup. The women's tag team titles on the line as Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, your current women's tag team champions, taking on Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. Going to be a fun match. The semi-main event, Jey Uso taking on Gunther, and in the main event, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Roman Reigns, the current World Heavyweight Champion, non-title matchup. Guys, this is going to be a really exciting card. Lead into the first pay-per-view on the Beer Gut Plays Wrestling Network. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be a great time. Obviously, you guys know my love of wrestling runs deep. Currently recording this on Friday at about 9:30 at night. Not watching SmackDown. I will watch it on Sunday morning while I'm doing some stuff around the house, cleaning, laundry, all that stuff. But I did watch the first part of it. I watched up into the Rey Fenix Berto match. So I guess we're going to be in for a good surprise at the end. We're going to get this first matchup on the road, making her way to the ring. Io Sky. By the way, I absolutely love Io Sky. Saw that clip of GM Adam Pearce on Raw, kind of giving the quick what's up to Io Sky, looking over her, looking at her assets. Let's just put it bluntly. Io Sky is, I would say she is probably one of my favorite women's wrestlers at the moment. The girl is just so great in the ring. If she could break the language barrier, I feel like she could be and look, she's very charismatic for what she is, but if she could break that language barrier and again, it could be all work, but man, she just has superstar potential written all over her. She is, I know she's under 35, so still very young in the wrestling game. And God, she just looks like $1,000,000 as Nia Jax is on her way to the ring. The Destroyer, Nia Jax. Surprisingly, Beer Gut is a big fan of her. I do appreciate her work. I don't know. I like Nia. I think she could be potentially a very important part of the women's roster. Yeah, she was the Queen of the Ring, won the women's title. Oh, God, who did she drop it to? Honestly, the memory escapes me, but she is going to be a very integral part of this Monday night roster. We did sign Jade away from Friday Night SmackDown as the match gets started, and Io Sky starts with a drop kick. Cannot knock the big tree trunk off her feet, and it's a Samoan drop, and Io is hurting. Big elbow drop, not gonna go for the cover. The surprise roll up, and it's not even a 1 count. Big boot, and Io Sky just got leveled there. Misses the big boot, and now Io Sky in command as of this second, but I am able to get away in the running splash. So what is their signature? That's a leg drop. Misses the leg drop. But Io Sky cannot connect with that drop kick. And a big power bomb. Oh, God, she is just teeing off. Uh-oh. Got the tarantula locked in. And Nia Jax able to fight herself free. Hits the running elbow drop, and Io Sky hurting right now. It's been a solid back and forth match between these two as the hair pull toss. And they lock up. Back breaker. And now whipped into the corner. Headbutt. Pulls the legs out, and she is going for an annihilator. Oh, that hurt my chest just watching it. And that is a 3 count. Nia Jax is victorious. Wow, we are going to have some big time matches going into this pay-per-view. Are we going to see that women's title up for the line? It's very potential. Nia Jax finally got her mojo back, a little bit of momentum. Start off the show with a 3-star review, with a 3-star match. I'll take it. I dig it. I'll take it. Andrade called out Jacob Fatu. And the next match, Braun Breaker and Damian Priest. You guys know I am a big fan of both wrestlers. Damian Priest, I feel like I enjoyed his world title run. I know I've been saying I was going to make a video on it. Maybe at some point I will. I don't know. I don't know where to pinpoint where it went wrong with that world title reign. As Braun Breaker making his way to the ring. This man has got world championship aspirations, especially in his future. A very short future, very soon, I feel like he will be representing this brand as our top champion. I feel like we've got one of the best rosters in the game, I will say that. I think we did a very good job drafting. I think we did a very good job getting our talent, getting the right talent, getting tag teams, getting single stars, getting main event guys, lower level people, I really am in love with this roster so far. I feel like we did the right move getting Roman Reigns, and he was the number 1 overall draft pick, but Braun Breaker was there, sitting there deep in the draft. Now, it's I don't understand how he was sitting so deep, but I'll take it. I like the guy. I like Braun, and I like Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest has got just a great package. You know, he's got a good look. He's good in the ring. I felt like I was expecting more out of his title reign, but maybe we'll be able to rewrite this thing, you know, in due time. Maybe I'll be able to book him as a better champion. I guess we'll see. As Damian Priest makes his way to the ring, just marching. And I gotta say, Damian is personally, I feel like he could be like a big time player on this brand. Of course, I feel that about everybody. I wouldn't have drafted him if they couldn't have contributed to this brand in one way or another. I feel like, you know, we got all our great, you know, our tag teams. Personally, somebody I would have liked to have grabbed to fill out the mid card, and thinking back on it, I don't know why I did, but this is the roster. I'm very like I said, very happy with it. Chad Gable. Chad Gable is somebody who is severely underrated. I feel like he and yeah, we've been giving him love lately, but personally, my opinion, Chad Gable should have been the one to dethrone Gunther. Like Sami Zayn, I'm a fan of Sami Zayn, but I feel like Chad Gable, it would have meant more to Chad Gable, and it just would have been a lot cooler, personally. Again, gonna stop the stupid rambling, and we're gonna get to calling the match. And the referee calls for the bell. Braun's getting rocked by Damian Priest to start this thing out. As the forearm to the back and the Irish whip. But Damian got countered right there, and Braun Breaker to the top. What a move of agility, and big forearm to the face of Braun Breaker. Tackle, and now Damian's on the outside. What has Braun Breaker got on his mind? The dive over the top rope clears the top rope, and Damian is hurting. What a counter to get out of that move. And the choke grab by Braun Breaker. Hey, we all make mistakes. Not even going to deny that. And now Braun going to the top rope. Hits the diving splash. Damian Priest gets right up. What a counter by Braun Breaker. Spine buster by Braun Breaker. And the shoulder tackle. Fist drop. And Damian Priest is in trouble. Drops the knees on the stomach. And now what does he look? What's Braun? Spear! Oh my God. He just speared Damian Priest out of his shoes. Damian got the shoulder up. Standing moonsault. And now Braun going to the top rope. What has Braun got planned here? As the referee starts the count on Damian Priest. Shoulder tackle from the top rope to the outside. Oh, man. European style uppercut. And the fist drop. Shades of Jerry Lawler. And Braun setting up for it again. The spear takes down Damian Priest. The Locomotive could potentially win this matchup. And that is a 3 count. Big time victory for Braun Breaker, a former IC champion, takes down the current champ. Could we see a title match at the pay-per-view? I guess we'll find out. And Braun celebrating. Two and a half stars. Not bad. Jade Cargill. Alright, now we're going on to a title match here as the champions. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, who, personally, again, I am a huge fan of Chelsea Green's work, taking on Katana Chance and Caden Carter with the flamethrowers, and they're just... I don't understand their entrance. Maybe it's just the old fogey in me. I don't get it. I do not get it. No hate and no shade, but I don't get it. Sorry. And the challengers dancing their way in, or dancing in the ring. And now the champions on their way to the ring. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, the inaugural Beer Gut champion, Beer Gut Women's Tag Team champions. Felt like they were the perfect representation of this brand. I'm a huge Chelsea Green fan. I feel like she is the perfect Women's United States champion. Honestly, I like and again, it's a personal thing, I like the introduction of the secondary women's titles. You know, there's so many women there's just so many people on that roster anyway, but so many women, and I feel like, you know, it gives some of these women that you don't think should feud for the, I hate using that, but people that aren't ready, it gives these women who are not in the women's world title scene, because there's only 2 of them, it gives them something to do, and it you know, there's only so many, you know, with the one set of tag titles, it just gives them something to do. I'm cool with it. I think it's great. I think there's a lot of contenders that could knock off Lyra Valkyria and Chelsea Green for their respective, you know, second or women's U.S. and the Intercontinental title. But I guess we'll get to that when it comes. Jade Cargill could be potentially somebody that knocks off like Chelsea Green. I would love to see that personally. I know Jade Cargill gets a lot of flack from, and look, I'm a guy that does WWE 2K videos on YouTube. So I guess technically I would be the IWC, but I'm more with the go of the flow type thing, and I just want to be, like, the reason why I had to turn off SmackDown, part of it is I had to get this done, and it's just, sometimes 3 hours of wrestling on a Friday night can just be such a drag. Like, I'm not even going to lie. It can be a drag, guys. As we get this match underway, and what a move by Caden Carter, and they lock up, and the reverse DDT drops Chelsea Green, and it's now Katana Chance and Piper Niven in, but Piper Niven gets tossed to the outside. What is Katana Chance thinking? Drop kick through the ropes, and the twisting body splash They're really trying to neutralize Piper Niven here on the outside. Don't want to get a count out, though, as we hit the dive through the ropes. Don't want to get a count out because the titles do not change on a count out. That could not have felt good. Very limited padding, especially wrestling in what looks to be like my high school gym. And as the women bring it back into the ring, the splash. And now the tag, Chelsea Green. What kind of maneuver are these two high-flying women going to do? Oh my God, the senton from Kaden Carter's shoulders knocks her off the ropes, goes for the pin with the leg hooked. And that's a 3 count. We have new tag team champions. Holy moly. This is insane. I can't believe it. 3 weeks in, or 4 weeks in, I've lost count, to be honest with you. We've got new women's tag team champions, and I couldn't be more pleased with it. But what's going to happen here? These girls just celebrating. 3.5. Maybe I should have made that the opener. Jacob Fatu going to get some training. Gains 4 XP. And it's now Jey Uso and Gunther. This has been one of the more killer feuds. Not so much IRL, although I am looking forward to it. Obviously, you see I'm wearing the Yeet shirt. It's the Yeet City, DC, with the palm trees on it. I like how Jey Uso in his merch, and if memory really serves me correctly, he went to a hockey game with CM Punk, loved it, and now it feels like he's incorporating hockey into all his merch. I would like to get like if they would do it, if he'd come if Raw would come to Philly, I would go to Philly just to grab some Jey Uso Yeet merch in the Flyers orange and black. Because obviously, you guys know I've got the Flyers series, and obviously we plug everything else at the end of this video, so you guys, and it would just be kind of such a cool, to me anyway, it would be a cool crossover to wear that while I'm doing the Flyers GM. Again, just thinking aloud here. Don't read too deep into it. Yeah. And Jey Uso getting the crowd hyped up. Oh, yeah. I like that shirt, too. Like, I'd like to find it. Not so much in a belly cut, though. Pretty sure nobody wants to see a heavyset guy in a belly cut shirt. Only works if you're in shape. Although I am trying to get into shape. Better shape, anyway. And here is the guy who I feel like had one of the best 2024s in all of wrestling. He really took that catchphrase, the Yeet, and made it his own. Like, again, I'm hearing from a lot of different people online. Oh, all Jey Uso is a catchphrase. All he is an entrance. Okay, well, so what? Look, Hulk Hogan is the reason why most of us are into professional wrestling. But he was an entrance, hulking up, 5 moves, and a promo. Say your prayers and eat your vitamins, kids. Doesn't really matter. And the kick to Gunther's face. They lock up. Uh-oh. This new lockup system is, and it might not be new, but the first time I've seen it, I'll get the hang of it, but as we just got the hang of it. And Gunther overtakes him with the snapmare and a chin lock. Oh my God, some classic wrestling. And the reversal by Jey Uso. Oh, got him locked in. But it is reversed by Gunther. The wrist lock. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is the fact that these two are really holding on to it. And the headlock. And Gunther able to get himself out. And now a forearm, like a Jey Uso reversing it. Oh my God. And the elbow. Oh, come on, just take him down. Working that headlock in. Classic chain wrestling by Jey Uso. And the Irish whip. Jey on. Oh, Jey with the counter. Going top rope. But Gunther cuts him off and throws him down. Gunther rolls out of the ring. Gets himself a little bit of a break. DDT plants Gunther right on the skull. And now Jey Uso going top rope. Uso splash. Leg is hooked. That is a 3 count. Jey Uso is victorious. It was a cool match, not gonna lie. I loved the chain wrestling sequence by Gunther and Jey Uso. Didn't know Jey had it in him. Shocked, to say the least. So cool. Three and a half. We're having a killer Monday Night Raw. This has probably been the best rated Monday Night Raw ever. And Roman Reigns, Shinsuke Nakamura are gonna end this thing with a bang. On his way to the ring is Shinsuke Nakamura. I think it's Shinsuke. So these things are not actually producing sound. It's just I wear it. Honestly, I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry. It is World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. And I'm sure I could get it to produce sound if I wanted to. Sound settings. Yeah. Huh? Alright, well, interesting. What an interesting night of wrestling. We really brought the best card possible tonight. I'm very happy with the whole roster. They're doing their thing, making me look like a genius GM. You know, we got the superstars that we wanted. We paired them with the right people to start this thing out. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. But again, this is the one reason why I love this mode, is I essentially get the fantasy book, and hopefully everything just turns out right. We have great matches, have a lot of fun. You know, we get to shoot the breeze about wrestling. I wouldn't put it as my favorite thing. It's one of my favorite things. As Roman is staring into the crowd. This has got to be really different for him, by the way. It's the first time in like 3 years he's getting cheers. I mean, granted, he was getting cheers when he first became the tribal chief because I liked the character. I know a lot of people did in the IWC, but I loved the character. And honestly, I think they made the right, or when he got beat was the right time. It it felt like it made the most sense. You know, the 40th year of WrestleMania, 3 years as champion, it felt like the right time. But again, I could be wrong. Yeah, my opinion. My dad used to have a saying: opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and they all stink. Take that for what you will, but I that's one of the reasons when and I don't want to say start getting a little bit of traction, but when some of my content started getting noticed, I would not crap on another person's opinion because, again, everybody's got different tastes of wrestling, what they enjoy, whatever, right? So I don't want to crap on something that somebody loves, especially although I enjoy the more storytelling-based wrestling. Some people may enjoy the more athletic part of the wrestling, and that's great. Or they enjoy, the GCW ultra hardcore thing. That's perfectly fine too. I went to a GCW show 4 years ago. It was when Cardona won their title against Nick Gage, and it wasn't my thing personally. I'm glad I did it, but the whole GCW super violent deathmatch scene thing is not for Beer Gut, but that's okay. And people who do enjoy that, they can enjoy it. They have their own niche. It's cool. Shinsuke Nakamura is making his way to the ring. And honestly, I could potentially see Shinsuke winning the title through this MyGM, winning the world title throughout this MyGM. I drafted him. I drafted him with the sole purpose to be Roman's first feud while we try and build up Jacob Fatu. But much like what I think could potentially happen at WrestleMania, I think Jacob's going to turn face at WrestleMania. We could see Jacob Fatu do a face turn, and it'd be major for him. Again, just sharing my ideas while we do these long-ass entrances. And again, because I like to talk wrestling, I don't, it's kind of the 4-minute entrances are a way to get my opinions out on wrestling just in general. Sorry. And Roman's ready. Nakamura's ready. Referee calls for the bell in this match underway. What a kick to start off by Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura bringing the strikes. Roman's not phased, so Shinsuke's going to fire back. And a chop by Roman. Forearm or a fist to the face. Oh, cannot connect on that one. Roman tees off back. Misses that one. Roman firing up. And Roman slaps him down. Oh my God. And the kick. Kinshasa. The knee to the face. Going for the cover. Only enough for a 2 count. And Roman's rolling to the outside of the ring. Oh, I thought Shin had a dive. Slides through the ropes. Roman got busted open with the shots to the face. Roman calling for his shot. Spear on the outside. Oh my God. Shin got the shoulder up. Jawbreaker. Tosses it into the lady ref. And the counter. The mist. Oh my God. The poison mist. And going for the cover. Roman able to kick out. Roman really fighting. As Roman grabs a kendo stick and Shin. Nakamura. Oh, he hit that kick. And now. The kick. Kinshasa on the outside, on the entrance ramp. That parquet floor could not have felt good for either competitor. As Shinsuke Nakamura gets that victory. What a killer way to end this Monday Night Raw. Love it for Shinsuke. He's starting to make a comeback. Well, that's the start of what could potentially be a comeback and get his world title shot. A 4-star match to close the show. Not super worried about what Friday Night SmackDown is going to do, but Roxanne Perez versus Chyna, I feel like could be a killer match if both... Well, to be fair, Roxanne, I believe, has not hit her prime yet. But that could be a killer match with Chyna in her prime. Roxanne, just on the cusp of getting to her prime. Really could be a... Luke Gallows is the U.S. champ. What? Okay. I've got so many questions. I don't think I want to know the answer, Trick Williams. Okay. Julius Creed and Brother Bruta. 3.5 star. I think our show blew, well, outside of the opener, our show blew them out the water. Which we probably should have put the ladies' tag title to open the show. Tyler Breeze still in the lead of the MyGM. Cross-branded PLE events. We're going to set, at least for the main, or for the main event in the opener, Jade Cargill is going to be taking on a mystery opponent from Friday Night SmackDown. Now we got to set what is going to be our portion of the mid-cards, and I feel like a couple matches could do really good. I'm going to treat these like, Jacob Fatu and Andrade. What, in an underground match? Yes. I will gladly do that. That is going to be a killer matchup. We're going to do some promo work, I think. Who's going to do a call out? Shinsuke's going to call out Roman. Essentially what is going to be our main event. No. I think that's a good one, but it's not a great one. I think we can do better than that. And Io Sky and Nia Jax, rivalry on the cooldown. So what better way to blow off that than put them... No, can't do a Hell in a Cell because we're at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We'll get back to that, but I like where my brain is thinking. Jey Uso is going to call out Gunther. We're going to set up... Well, no. There we go. We just got to change the match. TLC match. Okay, that'll be good. And in the main event, it's going to be a Hell in a Cell. Who are we going to put in there? It's going to be Damian Priest. That one's going to be good. But guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, subscribe to this channel for more content. Want to see this channel, you want to check out some other series? Monday nights, NASCAR The Game Inside Line Season Mode. Just finished it up with Dale Jr. We're going to be moving on to the next one. It's going to be posted on one of the Four Corners. Wednesday, NHL 25 Philadelphia Flyers franchise rebuild 2.0. Gonna be back, gonna be on the channel. Thursday, MLB The Show 25, the Baltimore Orioles franchise, gonna be one of the Four Corners. Saturday night, when applicable, the Madden 25 Washington Commanders franchise live stream. Now, guys, I gotta get up on out of here. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. I hope to see y'all in the next episode. Much love and peace out, my friends.